CCoE, another IT acronym often referred to as a Cloud Centre of Excellence. But let's forget about that, and we're going to talk about cloud cost optimization experts. Yes, that's correct. opITmise are the cloud cost optimization experts. And in this mini-series, we're going to look at some of the common statements that people make when talking about their cloud strategy, and we seek to provide an alternative viewpoint. Number 1. We don't have a problem. We are on target to hit our spend commitment. A spend commitment is a commitment to spend. It is not a target to achieve. Your future commitments are based on your exit monthly recurring cost, and so reducing your monthly recurring cost reduces your future spend commitments. Let's imagine your spend commitment is £3 million over 3 years. This spend could be achieved in several ways. In the first year, you might spend £500,000, increasing to £1 million in the second year, before increasing to £1.5 million in the third year. Added together, this equals £3 million, and it's what we would call an increasing spend. There's an expectation that your monthly, and therefore annual recurring cost, increases as you use the cloud more. In the second scenario, you spend £1 million each year of your 3-year contract, means you spend £3 million in total. It's what we'd call a flat spend, where your spend remains flat. This may be the scenario where you're renewing existing services without an expectation of growth. And then in the third scenario, you start off at £500,000. The second year you increase to £1.5 million before reducing back down to £1 million in the third year. Again, adding up to £3 million. This is what we would call a weighted spend, where your monthly and therefore annual recurring costs increase before being optimised, and they are reduced towards the end of the period. So let's look at the impact of efficiencies on your future spend commitments. In an environment that's not optimised, the exit for your year 3 of your existing contract works out to be £1.5 million of annual recurring cost. In your new contract period for 3 years, you take the exit annual recurring spend and you grow that at 10% each year. This means in year 4 you spend 1.65 million, 1.8 in year 5 and 1.997 million in year 6. In this unoptimised environment, you end up committing 5.462 million to the cloud provider for your services. However, if we've radically optimised in year 3 of the existing contract and we've reduced your exit cost to £1 million, we still grow that annual recurring spend by 10% each year. Your growth figures now are 1.1 million in year 4, 1.2 million in year 5 and 1.33 million in year 6. You're now committing 3.641 million for exactly the same services in exactly the same cloud because you're operating more efficiently. So the grey boxes show the exit position from your existing annual recurring cost. These 3 bars show your anticipated increase in spend over the new contract period. And the green box shows the forecast saving of 1.8 million, or a third, against your contracted spend. Future spend commitments are a multiple of your exit monthly and therefore annual recurring costs, plus your expected growth. Working to radically reduce your monthly recurring cost has a compound effect on future spend. The blue bars show the impact of having an exit annual recurring cost of £1 million and £1.5 million. And if you assume that services grow by 10% year over year, radically optimising in year 3 to reduce your annual recurring cost from 1.5 million to £1 million will provide savings of 1.8 million, or a third, in your new spend commitment. For more details or to see more in this series, please visit opITmise.com/CCoE.